Edward Debartolo Sr. Some people listen to my tape and say, well, you can't remember things. I remember this. My uncle Walter lived in Fern Park with, let's see, Francis. Fran? Anyway, it was his second wife. Doris was his first. The second was France. We went down there. My father's brown Oldsmobile Omega. Me, mom, and dad. I had left JSO. So I was 23 or 24. It was 77 sometime probably. And there was a man named Edward Debartolo from Philadelphia. They'd come down on the C train, which allows you to travel on the train and then also have your car with you. He was real impressed with that. His son was there called Edward Jr. and his wife. I think her name was Dorothy, something real long. I don't know what her name was. She had red hair. Okay. My uncle had made steaks, and I was already distraught about leaving JSO, so I was upset about things. So my uncle had grapefruit. He was in a grapefruit field. He worked at the Daytona 500 in High Lie. One time we went to Daytona 500, and it was like a Sunday, and there was a blue Corvette. This was earlier. This was like a 65. And we went there, and Mario Andretti was going around the track. And my uncle impressed me because he was kind of an accountant, a teller, a gopher. He did all these things at Daytona. And he put a drink in one glass and some kind of mixture in another, and he held them together and shook it like this. Okay. So then we're sitting there in his trailer home in the grapefruit in Fern Park, and they're having steak. He barbecued a steak for this gentleman, and I don't know what they were talking about. My mom said, does so-and-so still have the cab company in Philadelphia, the Marcellos or somebody in Philadelphia? So, yeah, they still got the cab company. And then we had steak and onion rings and fries. It was quite delicious, I guess. And the son, he might have been around in my age group, maybe 5 years old or something, or I don't know. And so they're talking, and they said, all of a sudden he says, poor Joey. The wife was very distraught about something. I didn't catch it. And, I said, oh, my mom knows these people. How in the heck does she know these people? And she said, poor Joey, he was caught up in a fire in Lake Tahoe, and it was a cement building, and it burned up. And I'm thinking, no, maybe it blew up. I don't know. And she was doing this, and all upset. And then Mr. DeBartolo says, Walter, I like Mr. O'Conley. Your Omega's a good car. I like it. Then he took a piece of steak and poked it with a fork and said he liked his steak well done. Well done. And I said, and we'd come out there. We had just gone to visit Uncle Walter from Philadelphia. So I don't know. I don't know how he knew these people. I don't know how my mom knew these people. My mom said blood is thicker than water and whatnot. So anyway, I remember that incident. And I remember, I just remember when we were very upset about Joey. Something happened to somebody named Joey. Okay, thank you. And he wanted a steak well done. Well done. Thank you.